see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
and how hard it can be sometimes to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
That's good from Morant.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Bain kicks to Adams. Bain passes to Brooks. Lays it up and banks it in.
The ability to finish with either hand makes Brooks a dangerous scorer around the bucket.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Embiid. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's as creative as they come. Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Count it. Maxi's got his second basket of the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Morant. Takes it off the glass.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Harden up top. Brooks covering. Harden kicks to Maxey. A shot. No good. Adams, some nice D. Brooks with it. Picked up by Harris. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on James Harden.
There's an aggression and a confidence to Desmond Bane's game. It helps him get to the line. We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Tillman, he's checked in for Memphis. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks, left side. Jackson in the corner. Here he goes. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Great handles for his size. Jackson's a near 7-footer who can take you off the dribble in either direction.
Down low. There's Harrell. The shot misses. And Memphis the other way now. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Green comes in for Dylan Brooks. Conchar's checked in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Count the basket.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Milton the pass to Harrell. Stripped away. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Gets it to go. That one good from Tillman.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
A shot by Milton, no good. Memphis with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Clark with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 10-point game.
Tyrese Jones, first personal foul. Second team foul. Coming in number 4 for the 76ers, Spartanburg.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. The 76ers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Clark. Green, the pass to Clark. Shoots over Tucker, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Clock at 4. Here's Harris. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Payne for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job.
Now, here's Tucker, guarded by Jackson. And Tucker slams it in.
And just a strong finish. The D just one step behind on that play.
And Greg, that's all he needed. That's a dunk this crowd will remember for a while. Harris outside. To the inside. Morant with the steal. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Jackson. Brooks with no one around. And the baseline jumper, no good. The 76ers trail by 7. Harden right side for 3. Harris. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. And that one's good. Morant.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Buries it from 3-point range. Maxey's got 7 points.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year. Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Then for the 76ers, Harrell, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Maxey. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. George Niang, he's checked in for Embiid. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Jake Milton in for James Harden. The 76ers trail by 8. Thybulle, the pass to Niang. And here is Milton. banked in off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Jones in the post, defended by Milton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Knocked away. Here's Milton. Lays it up off the glass. Milton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Here's Clark. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Milton. Passes it to Milton. Here's Niang. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview.
The 76ers, 25.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. A jump hook, and Jackson finishes inside. Jackson's got his second basket. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
And plucked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Harden against Bain. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Maxey in the corner. Out to Harris. Harris draws the double. Pass to Tucker. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Wow, the vision of P.J. Tucker made that play possible.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Clark hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 6 points for Brandon Clark.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Harden. It's Clark with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. No good on that one. Good D by Embiid. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the
previous play is under a
different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for Jeff.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. George Niang comes in for P.J. Tucker. Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's Shake Milton in for James Harden.
Slowly but surely, Harris continues to elevate his game. The shooting, the playmaking, the ability to make a difference.
The pass to Green. That one doesn't go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. It's tipped. Pass to Harrell. Jones, the pass to Tillman. Back to Jones. Latrey. It's hauled in by Harris.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
This is it to Melton. Oh, and he punks it off the glass. Wow. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Harris draws the double. Pass to Milton. 5 to shoot. The Grizzlies pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. And it's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late. I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
And Philadelphia calls time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Tillman. Brooks comes in for Green. Baines checked in for John Concho. And it's John Morant in for Jones. Now here's Milton. Tight defense on him. Niang, no good.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Harrell. P.J. Tucker comes in for George Niang. Maxey's checked in for Milton. And it's James Harden in for Shake Milton.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
52 seconds left in the third. Here's Tucker. He kicks to Embiid. He dishes it to Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Jackson finds Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 13.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brooks against Harden. Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. 3 on the clock. One-on-one here. Here's Brooks. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
First personal foul.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Morant against Harden from the low block. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact. And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Inside. Morant with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Maxey comes in for Korkmaz. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
Both free throws good from Morant. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Melton, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for P.J. Tucker. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Jones dishes to Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
76ers foul. Anthony Melton. Second personal foul.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Grizzlies timeout.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter, and the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's Morant at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting him up tonight.
Here's Embiid. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It goes on Dylan Brooks. Timeout called the Grizzlies. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. The free throw drops for Embiid.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
And that one's good. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
And Embiid gets it to go.
Energy points from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
Morant finds Adams. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Maxey passes to Embiid. Now here's Milton. Guarded by Morant. Back to Embiid. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. First free throw is good.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
Both good from the line that time. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Morant gets to Brooks. Offensive rebound. The 76ers trail by 3. Harris with it. Now defended by Bain. And Embiid throws it down.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Outside Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
At the stripe, Jackson, more than capable, but can he do it when it matters most?
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. P.J. Tucker comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Anthony Melton in for Shake Milton. Melton passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Melton gets to Embiid. Back to Melton. Bain against Maxey. Embiid. Count.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And here's Morant. He takes it in. Here's Adams. Yes!
Emphatic bucket from Steven Adams. His team needed one, and he wouldn't be denied.
Harris against Brooks. Here's Tucker. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Knocks down the trifecta.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Grizzlies making a switch here. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
The 76ers